This is Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok. I'm flying today from Bangkok to London Heathrow with Thai Airways. It's a direct flight. It's one of only 3 direct flights you can get from Bangkok to London. There's Thai Airways, EVA Air or EVA, and British Airways. So yeah, today I'm going with Thai direct flight. It's about a 12-hour flight, and I'm here 3 hours before check-in. So I've got 1 bag to check in today, and then yeah, I'll be getting on the flight. So let's see how it is. One of the things I like here in Bangkok is it's just one massive terminal, so you always go to the same place. It's always easy to find where you're going for check-in. Even for the domestic departures, you actually check in. It's all in the same place, just one huge building. And then once you go through, then through security, and that's when domestic and international are separate. So yeah, it's a really easy airport to navigate. And I've got to go to a check-in counter H. I think today's flight's a code share. I'm not sure if it's going to be an EVA or a Thai Airways, so it seems like the code share. And there always used to be Thai and EVA flights, but I think now, just because there's still not quite the same demand as there was pre-COVID, they're still not quite up to the usual capacity. So let's go and check in and see how it is. Hello. Okay. Going to Heathrow.
Yes, sir. For your seat, like window seat or either seat.
Can I have a window seat if possible? Thank you. Is the flight not full? No. Ah, good.
You go into London, your seat 37K with the window.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. Coping up. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks. Do I need to take my shoes off?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Watch. Yeah. Thank you, yeah. I always forget.
For now, you record
Right, so I made it through immigration. It's taken me about 30 minutes in total to get all the way through, from arriving at the airport to get through immigration to the gates, which isn't bad for a big international airport. Now I'm gonna try and find what gate I'm at. Okay, like gate B6, which is down this way. Yeah, so yeah, Bangkok Airport's really good. It's just one massive terminal, really easy to get through. I had no waiting at all to check in, no waiting at all at security. Security is always relatively fast, it's always well staffed. And then at immigration, it was a bit of a queue. That was probably 20 minutes of the 30 to get through. But I'm all the way through, and there's loads of shops and things. I will turn the camera around and show you a little bit. Yeah, loads of shops when you come through, which is good. And there's loads of food places. There's all your usual fast food and crap. Yeah, so there's plenty of things to do while I'm waiting. I've got about nearly 3 hours to wait till I take off, probably two and a half until I'm boarding. So yeah, loads of time to kill. Yes, no shortage of shopping options when you come through to the gates. There's loads of like really high-end shops, as you probably just see coming past. And then you've also got your usual duty-free. Liquor and tobacco is in front of me from King Power. Any Leicester City fans will know who King Power are. And yeah, you've got a lot of watch shops. I actually bought some copy watches the other day from market, and then behind us here we've got the real ones. So quick look. This is a Rolex shop. So yeah, really good shopping options. Well, if you've got a load of money to spend here in Bangkok Airport. Right, I'm going to keep going to the gate. I'm going to get myself some food at some point. I think there is a Burger King and a pizza company down here. It's a bit early for that really, but I'm pretty hungry, so I might just go on anyway. And yeah, I'm just going to get myself to the gate. There's no excuse for smelling bad on a flight when you've got this many free testers when you're walking past the duty free. So I managed to resist Burger King. Burger King is right opposite where I have come in. I've come in a place called the Kohop Bar, and I managed to get a full English breakfast and a cup of tea for 416 baht, which for an airport is not too bad. For Thailand, normally that would be really expensive, but it was decent. They got decent proper sausages as well, so I'm not going to complain there. So I'm full. I've now got about 2 hours still to waste, so I'm going to get to the gate and just sit around and wait for my flight. Yeah, so I'm through to the gate. Probably could have got here in about, I'm going to say 40 minutes from getting into the airport. So that would have been 20 minutes of messing around, just walking through the airport, and then 20 minutes at the immigration counter. So yeah, I've got here. It's one of the first gates as you come through, gate D6 today. Thai Airways seems to be doing some sort of share agreement with EVA Air or EVA Air, which is Taiwanese airline, because the flight I'm on is a EVA or EVA Air plane. They both fly the same though. They're both Boeing 777. They're both very similar. They do the same route, and they used to do it. You know, they both do one a day. They both do one, and BA would do one, also on a 777. But yeah, at the moment, maybe because it's not quite full capacity, it seems to be sharing. So I've booked this ticket through Thai Airways, and it's on a EVA Air plane. And to be honest, they're always pretty similar prices. I've done all three before, and they're all pretty similar services and pretty similar prices. They just usually go at different times of the day. This one is leaving Bangkok at 12:50 in the daytime, and I actually arrive in Heathrow at 7:10 at night. Obviously, with the time difference, that makes up for the time. So about 20 minutes before scheduled departure, they've been boarding for absolutely ages. So when I actually checked in, they let me choose whether I wanted a window seat or an aisle seat, and I asked, is the plane relatively empty? And they said, yeah, it's empty. So I thought it'd be quiet. I've been sat here for a while. They've been boarding for absolutely ages, so it's definitely not empty, but I suppose it is a big plane. It's 777, is it the ER 777? I think 300 ER, which I think is extended range. It's like a big plane. So yeah, we're going to be boarding in a minute though, and then we will be leaving en route for London. So I nearly had a disaster then. I was waiting at gate D6, and I was just saying to the camera how I was told at check-in that the plane was going to be quiet, and I was just commenting on how busy it was. So I checked my flight number and realised I was at the wrong gate. So the flight I was on, it was leaving at exactly the same time, so 12:50. It was an EVA Air flight, but it was a code share with Thai Airways. I went over to find one of the boards, had a look, and there was two flights at 12:50. That one that I was waiting for, and then further down at gate D2, so only 4 gates away, fortunately, and there was the actual Thai Airways flight which I was on. I checked the number and realised, I'm guessing other people have made the same mistake, because I mean, it was literally the same time, and if you looked on the board when it was rotating around, it would say Thai. So Thai Airways to Heathrow at exactly the same time, yeah, but it was the wrong flight. Luckily, I realised just in time. I had to run from the gate. I didn't bother turning the camera on for that. I was sprinting down, got there just in time, and I was one of the last people getting on the flight. So I've got the window seat. I've got an empty seat next to me just here. It's not empty. There are plenty of people around, but it's relatively empty. More empty than the EVA Air one, but I made it just. So yeah, we're just about to take off then. We're just taxiing right now. I will point the camera out the window in a minute so you can see where we're going. And yeah, we'll be taking off any minute now. So we're in the air then. It's been a little bit turbulent so far. It's been a bit bumpy, and then when we got in the air, I would say about 1 hour, maybe less than an hour after takeoff, they actually came around for the first meal service. So we had the choice of a chicken curry, which turned out to be like a masaman, or a prawn. I can't remember, a prawn dish. I can't remember the name of it. So I chose the chicken masaman. It also came with a Thai, I can't remember the name of it, like a minced meat salad. I think it's called a lab or something, like a lab guy, something like that. Like a minced meat salad, which is like a spicy one. Usually it's very spicy. It's not something I usually have. but this particular one, it was absolutely fine. Not too spicy, which I guess is all catered for foreign travellers. So yeah, that was good. There was also a cake, and then a couple of minutes later they came around with drink service. So yeah, that's within the first hour of the flight, so which is good, although I'd had a full English breakfast just before flying, so I suppose you never know what time you're going to get the food. But if you are on this flight at 12:50 takeoff, and then yeah, they're going to be coming within the first hour. We've now been going for about right, it's now 6:15, so we've been going for about 5 hours. We've been in the air for about 5 hours. There's been no other services so far. I would say that, although you can just go up and get whatever you want from just in the galleyway. So yeah, you can get any drinks or snacks. I've noticed they've got like nuts or the snacks and things. So yeah, you can just help yourself. I'm guessing there'll be another meal coming up relatively soon. In-flight entertainment wise, you've got the usual in-flight entertainment system. You've got the maps, so you can see where you're going, plenty of movies, TV shows, that kind of thing. One thing I would say is one of the older, it's like quite an old 777. You can tell it's not one of the newer ones. Some new planes I've been on recently have been sort of updated. They have a newer in-flight entertainment system. You can tell the touch screen is a lot better on the newer ones. These older ones, they have the like the remote to be able to control it, and they are touchscreen, but they're really so slow and not so responsive. I would say that, but the actual choice of movies, TV shows, everything like that is pretty good. So overall, it's decent enough choice of in-flight entertainment, which I think is necessary for a flight of this length. I think it's supposed to be a 12-hour flight. Whether it will be 12 hours, usually when I've done this route before, they'll come in a little bit early, but that's where it's supposed to be. So it's quite a long flight. So we're about 6 hours into the flight now. It's smoothened out a bit. It was quite turbulent earlier on, but yeah, it's not so bad now. And I would say everything's so good, so far so good. I've just been to the toilet, which is really clean, which is always good. You don't always get that on longer flights, especially 6 hours in. So I think the staff are keeping everything nice and clean. There was the meal service early on, and then just now, 6 hours in, there was another meal. We had the choice of a chicken, which is like a chicken in brown sauce with pasta, which is what I had, or it was a spicy prawn, some spicy Thai prawn dish. I didn't want to go for the spicy one. I thought on a flight, I don't want to be risking it. Probably isn't that spicy, but you never know. So yeah, I got that. It was pretty nice. And then just after, they came around with another drink service, and then 2 minutes after that, they've come round again with giving out sandwiches, and they said there's no more meal service later on, so they're giving us sandwiches now. But we can go over to the galley and get more snacks and things, so that's all good. So yeah, everything's good so far, so good. I'm now going to watch a movie. I noticed the latest John Wick movie's on there, so I'm going to be watching that to kill some time before coming into land. So if you're flying between the UK and Thailand, all of the international flights from the UK at the moment go into Bangkok. Unless you do a transit, I think there are some international flights that will get you to Phuket with a transit in the Middle East. But if you want to go direct, you can only go from Heathrow to Bangkok. I got this ticket. I've done a one-way ticket. This is a direct flight. And it cost me just over £300. I can't remember the exact price, I think 310, something like that. I did this because I've been doing a budget airline world tour, so I've sort of got to Thailand through about, I think, 8 different flights. So I thought by the time I get to this, I want just a direct one to go home. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I always appreciate the direct flight. Some people like the two shorter flights with a stop in the Middle East. Personally, I think the day goes a lot faster if you do the direct one. So I definitely say to think about that if you were going for the first time. Don't be scared of the 12-hour flight. It's really not that bad. It goes fast. You can usually sleep, and there's loads of movies and things, so it's not a bad idea. I booked that through Kayak. And then I think they directed me to a company called Crystal Travel, but you can also just book it direct. The price isn't too much different. I think it was £40 more if I did it direct with Thai, but you know, I just thought I'd save a few pounds and do it with Kayak. See you then. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
See you again, sir.
So I made it through and I'm now collecting my baggage. So hopefully that'll go smoothly. I mean, it's a direct flight, so there's no excuse for them to lose it. But yeah, it was a bit bumpy throughout a lot of the flight. It was a bit bumpy then on the landing as well, coming through the clouds. It landed really fast. I don't know if you could tell on the video, but landed really fast, slammed the brakes on, loads of stuff fell off people's chairs. But yeah, overall though, it's a decent flight. I always like going direct from Bangkok to Heathrow. It's just one big flight instead of having a stop in the middle. Ooh, and now there's bags everywhere. My bag's a new one as well, so I don't actually I do remember what it looks like, but not too well. Presumably these are off a previous flight. So yeah, I'm here in Heathrow, so hopefully I'll get my bag and then I'm done. So yeah, that flight's the last flight of my budget airline world tour. Obviously that flight wasn't budget, although it wasn't too expensive, so I can't complain about it. But yeah, some last flight, so I'm back in the UK. I'll be going travelling again in a few months, so I'll be doing some more videos. I've got loads to upload from now over the next few weeks. If you like the video, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and then I'll see you in a few months when I'm travelling again. Thanks for watching.